Hi everyone, I am Donna, owner here at Bookkeeping Made Simple. Have new information on how we're sitting with 2020 taxes. A lot of this really depends on the Internal Revenue Service. They have to finalize the forms. Congress is still being Congress, doing whatever it is they're doing. So we do not have forms yet for the 2020 tax season, or the 2020 tax year. And that is because there are a lot of last minute changes to the tax code. Lots of things are going on. So, but they think they may have the forms finalized. There's a lot of upcoming changes to the tax code for the 2020 tax year. But as of today, we don't have the final forms, and we don't have a start date to be able to begin e-filing. So that's what's going on. Also, part of the problem, part of the challenge that we have with the 2020 tax year is, of course, COVID. Stimulus checks. There's some rules about stimulus checks. Your income from your stimulus check is not taxable. That's an important thing to know. So as you are planning your tax strategy for your small business, you need to keep that in mind. Okay. Another thing that there's some strategies that we can help you with to avoid paying taxes, not just for you, but for your teenage kids or your adult children who work for you. You need to contact us and find out about those. We are in the middle of putting it together some curriculum on that. There's just a lot of moving parts because it's the first of the year. There's a lot of moving parts. Right now, what we know is that stimulus checks are not taxable. We're still looking for a little bit more information on PPP loans. They are open if you're going through a major lender and whether or not you are a first-time borrower. Why they're doing this way, I don't know, but they will be opening it up to my lender very, very soon. I'm just kind of looking for the information that's going to say that it's open to all lenders. I do know that it's open through 2 major banks. I just don't know if it's open to all lenders just yet. This is the second round of PPP funding, and this can be used to pay for operating expenses, payroll, rent, utilities, whatever it takes to keep your business open and the lights on. But there are some restrictions on that, and I am trying to find out more information. Final thing. Oh yes, cryptocurrency. There's going to be some changes on the 1040 regarding crypto. If you have invested in crypto, or if you have invested in the market at all, you do need to reach out to us. We have some tips and tricks for you. And Bitcoin is absolutely through the roof. I'm kind of looking at this and thinking, when they came up with Bitcoin like 15 years ago, it was $100 for a Bitcoin, and oh my gosh, I wish I had the money then to invest, and I didn't because I just didn't think it was ever going to be a thing. I was so wrong. So that could have been a really good investment. It is really riding high. The IRS is of course aware of that. Don't go thinking that your Bitcoin is non-taxable, because it's actually taxable, and the government will make sure to get their piece of it, or they will get you. So there's a lot of questions about cryptocurrency, and there's questions that will be on the 1040 that we will be familiar with as things go along. Yeah. All we know as of right now, as far as the official beginning of tax season, is that we don't know. Last year, it was opened by January 6th. Last year, no, it was opened by January 27th last year, we don't have a start date as of today. So keeping an eye on that. If you're interested in having us do your taxes for you, please feel free, reach out. Number is 801-692-0032. I am, love to talk with you, love to set an appointment with you to discuss your tax return, get this year's filed. There's a couple of things that I will occasionally do for clients that need to have some more strategies done. Either we'll file an extension, which sometimes is the best route for business owners, or we will go ahead and file your return and amend it. You have 3 years after you file your return to amend it. So sometimes we'll just go ahead and file it so it is a known factor, and then amend it later after it's been accepted. And so there's a lot of things that we can do to make sure that your tax bill is as low as possible. And we really need to take the time to make sure that we have received all the information from you, that we have gone over different strategies with you, that everything is going well, and that we can help you keep your tax bill as low as possible. Also, there are discounts for our existing clients. So if you are already a Bookkeeping Made Simple client, please reach out to us if you're interested in either the tax strategy information or the having your tax return filed through us. We are also looking for more tax preparers. So yeah, I am really expecting to be just absolutely flooded. I said lots and lots going on. One final thing. I have a couple of clients that we made arrangements with them when they were onboarded that certain things would be due from us by a certain date. And every single time they keep trying to move that up. I find that difficult to work with because we've already decided on the date, and that is the date. And to suddenly randomly say, oh, no, I need it sooner, really isn't fair to us, because there's a lot that has to be done to prepare that. In fact, one of these clients I may cut loose. Yeah, just because it's just becoming too difficult for us to deal with a moving target. It's hard to hit a moving target. I am not a hunter. I can hit a stationary target all day long, but when you move the goalposts, really, as we've learned this year, if you move the goalposts all the time, nobody really knows what's going on, and it makes it difficult for everybody involved. So I guess that's kind of a thing about be clear in your communications. We try to be really clear. Sometimes, of course, we don't do as well as we would like. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And be clear on those deadlines, and then don't change them. So if something has changed in your deadlines, we need to know immediately, and we need to know why. Not to be nosy, but because it does affect how we arrange our work. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of sitting down and getting things done. There's a lot of people involved. And while that is not to say that our clients aren't vitally important to us, because of course they are, it is to say that we're trying to serve every client. This kind of goes back to the phone call thing. We try to serve every client at 100%. The only way we can do that is to map out our work so that we know whose stuff is due when and when we need to be working on it. And so when someone comes in and starts changing deadlines, well, that makes things difficult for everybody involved. And we don't want it to be difficult. We are about making things simple. Not just for us, but for everybody else. So, there's a reason why we have boundaries. There's a reason why we ask the questions that we ask, and there's a reason why we're starting to shift a little bit towards a different model. And that is because we have kind of been a discount bookkeeping service. And honestly, I don't want to do that anymore. Yeah, so that's kind of it for today. I may have just shot myself in the foot with what I just said, but honestly, we're not a fast food restaurant. We have to plan everything out. We have to have it on the schedule. We have to coordinate with me and the bookkeepers and the clients. And when there's that level of coordination going on, as much as we want to be able to just snap our fingers and have things done, it doesn't work that way. And nothing that anybody says is going to change that. So yeah, we want the clients that appreciate us the most, and the clients that appreciate us the most they just value what we do, and so they're happier and we're happier than we are with clients that don't value us or our time. Moving targets are just, you know, in a complex profession like accounting, it just becomes really challenging. I'm glad I don't do auditing. That's all I have to say about that. I found out this morning that my other big problem is that I am just too nice. So I tend to want to tell the clients yes, 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 and doesn't always work very well. That is it for today. Don't really want to. There's you know, I'm trying to get a lot done this morning. So love you guys. Talk to you soon.